So you should already be comfortable with rearranging basic equations. In this one we're going to have a look at two main types, one which is when there's squares and square roots involved, and another is when the new subject appears twice. So first up, if we've got a square, in this case we're asked to rearrange 5h squared equals k, and we're asked to make h the new subject. So we're essentially going to apply BIDMAS in the backwards direction to get h by itself. So there's no subtraction or addition, but there is multiplication because we're timesing the 5 by the h squared. So to get rid of that multiplication, we're going to have to divide by 5 on both sides. Now we've got h squared equals k over 5. We haven't got any division to get rid of on the h side, but we have got an indice, so that's going to be our next thing to do. To get rid of the square, we're going to do a square root on both sides. So now we've got h equals the square root of k over 5. This example has the subject appearing twice. Again, we're making h the subject, and you can see that it appears here and here. We only want the subject once, so once we've got all of the h's on one side, which in this example they already are, we can factorise out that new subject and then look at what should be inside our brackets. So h times something has to give us this eh, that's just going to be e, and similarly h times k is going to give us our kh. The right hand side is as of yet unchanged. Now this bracket here with the h in front of it means h times the bracket, so if we want to get rid of the bracket we're going to have to divide by it. So we're going to divide by e plus k on the left and divide by e plus k on the right. So now we have h over m over e plus k, and that will be our final answer. In this example, our denominator is the subject, so this number on the bottom of the fraction is the subject. We obviously want it on the top, so the first thing is we're going to get that h from the bottom to the top, and we're going to achieve that by timesing by it. Okay, so now we've got fh over h equals mh, and on the left those h's will cancel, so now we've got f equals mh. We want to make h the subject, so we can divide by m, and therefore we're going to have h equals f over m as our final answer. An alternative method, which some of you might have seen before, is cross multiplying. So it's f over h, and then m is m over 1. So then you can simply cross multiply, so we're going to end up with f equals mh, and then moving that around will get us to our answer over there. This last example puts a few of the key skills together. We've got our subject h as the denominator, but when we do some multiplying we might find that it appears more than once. So we've got to get it to the top by multiplying by h. So we've got g squared equals hm minus hn, remembering that we're timesing everything on this side by h. Okay, so we're trying to make h the subject, we're going to have to factorise it. So hm minus n, bringing out our new subject as the factor, and then we're going to divide by our bracket, so g squared over m minus n is equal to h, and that's our final rearranged version.